Emma Raducanu faces scrutiny for prioritizing big appearance fee over Billie Jean King Cup. Just weeks ago, British tennis was shaken when Emma Raducanu, the nation's #1, withdrew from Great Britain's Billie Jean King Cup finals team to focus on the WTA Tour. Rather than traveling to Shenzhen for the 8-team showdown, Raducanu seized a coveted wild card for the Korea Open in Seoul, prioritizing her development and the early stages of her partnership with coach Francisco Roig. The 22-year-old insists this move is crucial for her long-term growth, even at the cost of national duty. And as she takes on Jacqueline Christian in the R32 today, Raducanu now faces intense scrutiny from tennis insiders over her bold decision. In a recent episode of the tennis podcast, hosts Matt Roberts, Catherine Whitaker, and David Law dissected one of the hottest talking points in British tennis, Emma Raducanu's withdrawal from the Billie Jean King Cup finals. The decision to skip the 8-team showdown in Shenzhen to compete at the Korea Open sparked a lively debate, with the trio pulling no punches in their analysis of what this choice means for Raducanu, Team Great Britain, and her relationship with fans. Matt Roberts kicked things off by framing Raducanu's decision alongside other notable withdrawals, including Naomi Osaka and Madison Keys. But it was clear he considered Raducanu's move particularly significant. Raducanu's was the one that was a real shame to me, I must say. I don't want to be harsher on Raducanu than I am on other players. I want to see all the players play Billie Jean King if possible. His words echoed the disappointment many British fans felt, framing the withdrawal as a missed moment for national pride. Roberts went further, admitting his struggle to make sense of her choice. I just didn't really understand why Raducanu is not playing, to be honest. I know she's playing a tour event instead, and she will point to ranking points and, trying to get seeded for the Australian Open and, all of that kind of thing, which I do understand, but I think there was also a pretty big appearance fee going her way to play that tour event in Korea as well. Then came the telling statement. I think it would have been brilliant if she'd been part of this team. His criticism didn't end there. Roberts turned his attention to the timing of the decision, pointing out how the late withdrawal likely complicated Team GB's preparations. It felt like Emma Raducanu was maybe going to try to get something together for the Billie Jean King finals, and then to pull out so late, I don't know how. Just 10 days or so before the competition started must be a massive blow to the captain, he said, calling attention to the tough position faced by captain and Kia Thaving. Catherine Whitaker then weighed in, offering a nuanced but still pointed take. And will be gutted probably. I don't know, she'll be a lot of things. I think don't want to put word in her mouth, but she'll definitely be gutted, put it that way. An idea I just look, all of those reasons are totally valid, aren't they? Rankings, appearance fee, would we, it's a lot of money being dangled in front of, we can all be very judgmental about. She has a lot of money, she observed. Whitaker didn't stop there, leaning into the bigger picture. It's a tough scene, isn't it? Because all of those motivations are valid, but ultimately they only outweigh representing Billie Jean King, representing Great Britain at the Billie Jean King Cup finals, if that only has limited value to you. And this decision clearly shows the limited value that Emma Raducanu perceives in playing this competition, which really disappoints me. Her words struck a chord, highlighting the emotional weight that comes with pulling out of a team event where national representation is at stake. David Law, often one of Raducanu's staunchest defenders, admitted even he was struggling with the optics of this call. I'm probably one of the more protective people in the media of Emma Raducanu, by no means the only one. I give her a free pass all the time, but I've given a lot of passes because I think she deserves them, and I think she warrants time and without judgment, and all these sorts of things. I struggle with this. I really struggle with this. What's your perspective on? Did Emma Raducanu betray British tennis? Or is she right to focus on her career growth? Have an interesting take? Debate. He took it a step further, raising the issue of locker room dynamics. And I just think I also wonder what her teammates make of it. That, and how do you come back in? I find that pretty disappointing that she's prioritized a relatively minor tour event by comparison to not playing this event, and I think she should be playing. It was a rare moment of tough love from a voice usually in Raducanu's corner. As Raducanu's Korea Open campaign kicks off today, the pressure on her is immense. The draw is far from forgiving, with a top-seeded opposition potentially blocking her path to a deep run. If she can make good on her decision and produce a strong performance, she may quiet some of the critics. But for now, the scrutiny remains sharp, and all eyes will be on Seoul to see if Raducanu's gamble pays off.